Hi guys, I'm going to show you how to image trace so that you can get started on your icon project. So these are the icons that I have so far. These are printmaking tools. I started another one in class over here. I'm going to keep working on. This is a silkscreen, and today I'm going to start a separate fifth icon to show you how to image trace. So for part of my printmaking tools, I think I will just grab a pen and pencil as it's part of our sketching process. So I'm going to images, and I want to make sure that I have a real photograph, not a drawing of a pen or a drawing of any object that I'm using here. So I'm going to get a real photograph, and I'm going to get one that doesn't have a background, which most of these don't have a background. And I kind of like this one and how this style um, is on the clip. So I'm going to grab this image. I'm going to paste it into Illustrator. Usually it comes out very, very big, so I'm going to shrink it down. I'm going to undo that because I want to shrink it without scaling it. So I don't want to pull it in and squish it, and I don't want to push it down and squish it that way either. So exactly how it went into the program, I want to make sure that it's the same scale. So I'm going to click Shift while I scale it so that I don't squish. Okay, now I have my pen here. I can make it as big or as small as I'd like. And I'm going to image trace so that I can change the colors to match the colors of my other tools here. So the image trace window is not currently up for me. Oh, it is. It's here. If it's not up for you, you can go up to Window and click Image Trace. It will pop up somewhere along the right side of your screen. Again, you can put these windows wherever you'd like. I can keep it in this panel here. I can put it in between my panels here so that I have it ready for me. So put it next to my properties. Okay, so I'm going to image trace. I'm going to put preview on so you can see what's happening when I click each setting here. And the default is black and white. So the black and white is very, very simplified. It's too simplified for this specific image because I want there to be some more separation between where the different colors will be. So I'm going to go back, not go to default, and click on some colors here. So let's see what happens when we click 3 colors. Will take a minute because it's doing a lot. Right now the program is in real time figuring out what colors to assign where and separating all of these parts. So you can see I have the black is one color, and then I have this neutral and this purple here. So I still am not getting a lot of information. I think I'm going to add a few more colors, or I can go manually if I don't want 6. I can go manually here and slide over to 4 or 5. Let's see what happens when I go to 4 colors. You'll also notice that it says anchors and it has a really, really big number. That means that all of the anchor points, when we go to expand it, are going to appear, and that's how many there are. So right now there's 899 anchor points in just this image, which is a lot, that you could go in and edit however you'd like once you expand it. So I'm going to leave it like that. Now I'm going to go down. Oops, no, I didn't mean to scroll. Give it 1 second. I meant to scroll down, but I think I could also go over to properties. So I'm going to go to properties. When it's done, I need to click expand, and it usually pops up under the quick actions. So let's see if expand comes up here for us as an action. Here it is. Quick actions, expand. Now you see the blue line, the edit line. When we click ungroup, we should see the anchor points. So here are the anchor points. All of those small squares are anchor points, which means that you can edit any of them you can literally pull out any one anchor point and edit the shape of this pen. Now I wouldn't want to edit it too much because it's already in the shape of a pen. You don't have to draw it, which is why the image trace is so helpful. But I could go in and edit little pieces, like if I don't want this piece here, I can take that away. I can cover it with the other color. There's so many possibilities with the amount that I can edit. So let's see if before I even change the colors, let's see if I have some detail here that I could edit. And it's really tiny. So maybe I have a lot of details here. This little shape, I don't feel like I need. This little shape, I don't need. This little shape, I don't need. And then I'm going to take this bigger shape, which I like the color of, and I'm going to pull it. Oops. I'm going to pull the anchor points in that direction where I deleted the other shapes just to cover that white space. So this is where the anchor points come in handy. Yes, this is a little bit of a tedious process here, but I don't have to do that for all of my details, but some of the details I will want to limit where the colors fall. So now I will come back out. I'm going to change the colors of my pen to match the rest of my project. First thing I want to do is I want to delete this background. So let's see if I'm ungrouped already, so I think I should be set to just delete. Perfect. And the black in the middle here, which would also be the background, delete that. So everything's ungrouped, so that was an easy delete. If anything's bleeding into your background, that you will have to go in what I just did and very carefully move around the anchor points so that you don't delete part of your object. Okay, so now I want to select some of my pen. I'm actually going to click and drag so I can select all of those little shapes and click on the color that I want. Click on the color that I want. And maybe this middle section here, I'll do the lighter purple. So I click Shift on my keyboard to select multiple shapes, make them purple. Let's just generally see how that looks before I do the details. And the point of the pen here, maybe I'll make that my teal color. You know, not very realistic, but this is my color scheme that I've chosen. And the little shapes in this brass part here too, I will also do purple. I'll go in closer and grab those extra shapes that I missed later. But I want to see how it looks so far compared to the rest of my icons. So remember, I want them to all work together. I'm going to make sure I like to click and drag and grab everything, and I can even move it over to see what she will look like in comparison to the rest of my icons. And I think that matches pretty well. So now I will go and zoom a lot more and edit all of these little spaces here. So if I want this space that didn't get grabbed before to also be teal, I'll edit that. If I want these spaces to be purple, or if I want to delete them, I'm going to delete them and cover that white space. And then once you've edited it the exact way that you want to, your image trace is done.